Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. I'm Beck and this is my husband Daz. We're a couple from Australia who love to travel, and in December 2024 we set off on an unforgettable 5-week European winter adventure. In this video we take a day trip to the stunning country of Montenegro, exploring the coastal towns of Budva and Kotor with their beautiful medieval streets and seaside views. The next day we are back in Albania, we explore the city of Durres and spend a little bit more time in Tirana before we head off. If you like this video, please make sure you give it a thumbs up, and if you would like to join us as we explore the rest of Europe for this holiday season, make sure you subscribe. Now let's get into the video. Good morning from day 29.
29.
It is Sunday the 12th of January and today we are off on another day tour to Montenegro.
Yeah, it's going to be a long day. I think it's going to be 8 hours in the car in total, plus however much time we're there. So it's going to be long at 7 in the morning and we probably won't be back till about 8:30 tonight.
Yeah, another big day, same as yesterday, which we said we would come back and talk about it, but we didn't. We were so tired. It was such a big day yesterday, but it was really good. And Sveti was awesome. So hopefully today will be just as good, and Montenegro will be just as awesome.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, and it's hard to show heaps or like kind of commentate on stuff, and we've got like an extra person with us, like a little orcs. So we just kind of haven't been just doing some filming and getting some of the sights. Do you know anything about Montenegro?
Not a thing. I know it used to be part of Yugoslavia when that broke up. It was one of the countries. It used to be part of, then after that was part of Serbia, Montenegro, and then it became its own independent country. I think in about 2006, I might be wrong, but recently like that. So yeah, no, that's all I know.
Yesterday we didn't check the weather forecast either, and we had literal snow. We went through the literal snow. So I remember to pack my beanie today and layer a bit better than yesterday, where I just had a light t-shirt on under my jacket. Now I've got a shirt, a jumper, and a jacket, and a beanie. So hopefully nice and warm.
Okay, so we are at the border between Albania and Montenegro. We've got our passports ready and we're about to go through. Our driver is just buying insurance. Not sure what for. But yeah, soon enough we'll pass through into Montenegro.
Officially in Montenegro, stop 1, snacks.
Snack time, I've got a coffee and a turkey sandwich, which I'm going to open out of the car and put it in the shop.
Snacks. And I've been addicted to Haribo since we've been here, so we've got Star Mix as well. Kotor. We are near the fortress. It is absolutely amazing. It is so beautiful. So it's a Sunday and it's winter, so it's actually really quiet as well. Much later and we are back from our tour. We got back about 5:30, so much earlier than we got back yesterday. The drive was a bit shorter today, about 3 hours there, 3 hours back. So we went out to Montenegro. We went to Budva and Kotor, and they were both so beautiful.
So we went to Budva, the first stop, which was cool. That's an old Venetian port city, old fortified walls. We walked through the old town, and yeah, it was great. It was beautiful. Typical Venetian style squares and clock towers, which was nice. It was really pretty on the coast, so we went for a bit of a walk. There was a statue of the mermaid, which we saw, and yeah, generally it was really pleasant. And then after Budva, we went to Kotor, which was a larger Venetian city on the Adriatic. It similar to Budva, it was again walled, but Kotor was the administrative capital of the area, so it was much bigger than Budva, and it had fortified walls all the way up the mountain, going all the way up the mountain. It was absolutely incredible. It had its own freshwater supply in there. It had a pump to pump the fresh water. It was really if you were going to build an ancient fort, an ancient city, it was perfectly situated. It was in a harbour which was very well defended, a small inlet to come in, surrounded by mountains. It's the ideal spot, and that was a lovely city, full of cats. And yeah, I would happily have spent more time there, and we'll definitely come back, I think. There's lots of churches in there, different churches. So there was the Roman Catholic Church was there, and there was also Orthodox Church in there as well. We went into a church itself. I think that was in Budva.
We went to church in both of them.
And it was, actually we did. So we went inside a church in Kotor, and the church was dedicated to the four main writers of the New Testament. And there was big portraits of them inside, so that was really lovely. And yeah, we had lunch. It was delicious, and it was just a fantastic place. Highly recommend.
The lighting's really terrible in here, but this hotel room does not have good lighting at all. But what shocked me the most today was how quiet it was. It was so quiet everywhere. It is a Sunday, which I kind of thought that might make it like a little bit busier. But no, it was super quiet, and I think because it's winter as well, it's really quiet. So our guide was telling us that it's like super busy during the summer there, especially with like the cruises and the summer crowds. So it can be really busy, but it was actually quite quiet today. And it was really lovely and super pleasant to just like walk around and check it out. And of course, we met like 1,000 cats. And we petted a really cute dog. And we've come back to Tirana, and it is very wet out there. It's wet, it's windy. It was actually so windy today too on our drive. Like the car felt like it was moving, like it was, the weather was not great today. And tomorrow we are going on a tour to Durres here in Albania, and then seeing a little bit more of Tirana. And then the next day, my birthday, we are heading off to Rome. So another super early start for us. A big hello from day 30. It is Monday, the 13th of January. We are still in Tirana in Albania. I'm doing my intro a lot later than normal. I normally do it at the start of the day, but it is nearly the end of the day. So we went out on another private day tour today. We went to Durres, and then we did a tour of Tirana with the same guide. But yeah, it was private again. So it's really hard to be able to commentate on some of the stuff that we're seeing when we are with the private driver, as they're with you the whole time. But I did film some footage, so I will montage it and put it in here. and that is the Roman amphitheatre, which is quite unique as there is a church inside and it became a Christian cemetery. Unfortunately, there's been a lot of things closed today, so we're just going to go get a coffee at the seaside. Here is kind of like some steps, they call it the Sphinx, but it's got a beautiful view of the water here in Durres.
Okay.
So we are back in Tirana after exploring Durres. I've just climbed to the top of the pyramid here in the city centre and we've got the amazing views of the mountain. So we're just walking around with our guide at the moment, getting a real insight into the city. It's such a beautiful town. Again, it's really hard to commentate on all this stuff because we are with the private guide, but we are seeing some really great sights and I will put them together in like a montage. So it's 4:36 in the afternoon now. I'm just standing out in our balcony of our room. We're going to go grab some dinner at the castle of Tirana, which is no longer an actual castle. It is just a place where they have lots of restaurants and things like that. So we're going to go down there to grab a bite. It is pretty early, but we are leaving Tirana at 6 o'clock tomorrow morning. So we need to be at the airport around like 4 something. So it's a really early flight, but we're heading off to Rome and it is my birthday tomorrow, so it's pretty exciting. But yeah, we're trying to wrap things up here pretty early so we can come back, pack, do what we need to do and then be ready for our early start tomorrow.
Last night in Tirana, so we came to the Tirana Castle for dinner because it's not actually a castle, it's actually a place with restaurants and bars. So it's pretty cool, but yeah, definitely not a castle.
Really nice ambiance
out here. I'm taking a seat outside. It's a little cold, but worth it for the view. That view.
The view of me. I get a draft.
Cheers.
Cheers, dude. That's nice.
Ooh, she's strong.